of conspiring to serially bully and assault the deceased in his lifetime. It also focuses on allegations on the social media that the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency could be complicit in his death following a viral video in which the late singer raised the narrative of his experience while in custody of the agency prior to his death. The intent of this component of the investigation is to establish if there is any evidential proof to circumstantially or directly link the allegations against Naira Sangari and NDLA to the eventual death of Mohbad on 12 September 2023. Police investigative actions. Following the inauguration of the Special Investigation Team, detectives have undertaken the following actions and covered the underlisted investigative grounds. 1. Identification and interview of vital witnesses. As of today, a total of 26 vital witnesses, including the complainants, have so far been identified and interviewed, and statements recorded by detectives from them in date of investigations. These include the following. Mr. Aloba Joseph Oluwabamiwo, the father of the deceased. Mrs. Abosede Aloba, mother of the deceased. Mrs. Kolawole Kemi Bose, deceased sister. Miss Aloba Blessing Oluwashim, deceased sister. Mr. Aloba Adura Shepherd, deceased brother. Mrs. Cynthia Adebanjo, deceased wife. Ms. Feyi Awunuga, deceased manager. Ms. Adeyemo Oluwatife, aka Darosha, deceased personal assistant. Mr. Ajishegiri Sultan Ayobami, deceased DJ. Olariwaju Idris Adedoja, deceased personal photographer. Mr. Idris Usari, deceased friend. Aderinto Ademola, aka Adewes, deceased friend. Mr. Adeyemi Olamide, deceased friend. Oladapo Oreoluwa, aka Lifestyle, deceased friend. Adesoya Adebi Dolapo, aka Adjacent, deceased friend. Fidelis Esabon is the driver to the private jeep that the deceased hired to attend the concert in Ikorodu on 10 September 23, and in an attempt to punch Ibrahim during their physical brawl, Mohbad hit and broke the rear side glass, causing him injury on his right hand. For those of you that would be interested in, can look at the picture. That's the picture of the vehicle, the damage that led to the injury on Mohbad. Okay, you can circulate. Mr. Soso Soberekon is the show promoter who invited Mohbad to perform at Ikorodu to promote his product, the General Bitters, on the night of 10 September 23, where the fight that led to the injury and subsequent chains of events started from. He has given detailed statements. Mr. Omoni Temidayo Raphael, aka Zlatan, he was one of the musicians that performed at the same event in Ikorodu on that night. Engineer Chinaka Jesse is the deceased neighbor whose vehicle was used to rush him to the hospital when he became unconscious. Dr. Olushola Joshua is the medical director of Kuramed Hospital in Lekki, Lagos, where the deceased was taken to and declared as confirmed as brought in dead on 12th September 2023. Dr. Beke Deborah Oluwatosin is the medical director who was on duty, and he was one that certified the deceased death on the day he was brought in at about 15-20 hours. Ms. Fajulube Semitope, Ms. Abbas Aminat Abiola, and Mr. Oluwajobi Emmanuel, they are all staff of Kuramed Hospital, who also witnessed when he was brought in there. Dr. Obuala Chigozie is the director and the CMD of Perez Medical Care in Lekki. When they took him to the first hospital in Kuramed and he was certified dead, his family members and friends that took him there were not convinced. So they took the body from there again to Perez Hospital, where he was recertified as dead. Then Dr. Temitope Maxine Olumuyiwa, he is the medical director of Cornerstone Hospital, Akute, Ogun State, where the principal suspect, Feyi Ogedengbe, claimed to have been trained as an auxiliary nurse. The written testimonies of the witnesses are likely of high evidential value, and they have aided in establishing the sequence of events leading to the death of Mohbad, the identification of the suspects, and the roles each played. They have also aided in gaining a clearer insight into the allegations of assault and bullying leveled against Sam Larry and Naira Marley. Suspects. 5 suspects have so far been identified, arrested, and detained and interrogated on their alleged roles in the sequence of events that led to the death of the singer. The summary is as follows. Ms. Feyi Ogedengbe is the auxiliary nurse who was contacted and invited by Yoruba Sadi, aka Spending, a friend of Mohbad, on 11 September 2023 to treat the singer at the deceased residence in Lekki. She eventually came on Tuesday, 12 September 2023 and administered 3 different injections, which are believed to have occasioned the chain of reactions that directly resulted in the eventual death of the singer. She is the principal suspect in the death of Mohbad. She acknowledged that it was the injections that she administered on the deceased that triggered the reactions which eventually led to Mohbad's death. Other expert opinions and witnesses' statements corroborated her admittance.
Queen,
doses of tetanus.
I beg, mute. Please. Take it back a little bit, please.
Okay.
Take it back a little bit. A lot of things has been said from the police side as regards the nurse. And I want us to take cognizance of what is being said. So please, take it back and play. Bayo Bidon, do you want to say anything before she plays it?
No. I mean, they made her a prime suspect. It's a principal suspect. And it was also confirmed in the CTC.
Okay. Play now, Queen. Please play.
The written testimonies of the witnesses are likely of high evidential value, and they have aided in establishing the sequence of events leading to the death of Mohbad, the identification of the suspects, and the roles each played. They have also aided in gaining a clearer insight into the allegations of assault and bullying leveled against Sam Larry and Naira Marley. Suspects. 5 suspects have so far been identified, arrested, and detained and interrogated on their alleged roles in the sequence of events that led to the death of the singer. The summary is as follows. Ms. Feyi Ogedengbe is the auxiliary nurse who was contacted and invited by Yoruba Sadi, aka Spending, a friend of Mohbad, on 11 September 2023 to treat the singer at the deceased residence in Lekki. She eventually came on Tuesday, 12 September 2023 and administered 3 different injections, which are believed to have occasioned the chain of reactions that directly resulted in the eventual death of the singer.
Okay, pause. They administered injections that directly change the blah 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 blah. Can you play that side again? let's hear what the police were trying to establish.
Okay.
The principal suspect, and he was certified dead. His family members and friends that took him there were not convinced. So they took the body from there again to Paris Hospital, where he was recertified as dead. Then Dr. Temitope Maxine Olumuyiwa, he is the medical director of Cornerstone Hospital at Kute, Ogun State, where the principal suspect, Feyi claimed to have been trained as an auxiliary nurse. The written testimonies of the witnesses are likely of high evidential value, and they have aided in establishing the sequence of events leading to the death of Mohbad, the identification of the suspects, and the roles each played. They have also aided in gaining a clearer insight into the allegations of assaults and bullying leveled against Sam Larry and Naira Marley. Suspects. 5 suspects have so far been identified, arrested, and detained and interrogated on their alleged roles in the sequence of events that led to the death of the singer. The summary is as follows. Ms. Feyi is the auxiliary nurse who was contacted and invited by Wunmi, aka Spending, a friend of Mohbad, on 11 September 2023 to treat the singer at the deceased residence in Lekki. She eventually came on Tuesday, 12 September 2023 and administers 3 different injections, which are believed to have occasioned the chain of reactions that directly resulted in the eventual death of the singer. She is the principal suspect in the death of Mohbad. She acknowledged that it was the injections that she administered on the deceased that triggered the reactions which eventually led to Mohbad's death.
But did you hear that? She acknowledged that the blah blah shook Mohbad triggered and resulted in the police said the nurse acknowledged that fact. How come somebody that acknowledged this abẹ́rẹ́ tó ń gúnyàn lórí react sí tó pa and your toxicology that you did could not ascertain?
Young daddy. Should I carry on? Young daddy.
Ma'am.
This picture of Nurse Feyi Shara, are you sure she's the one? Because the one we saw the other time is, the picture we saw the other time looks more like her mother. She looks more like her mother because this one, from the mother's...
Mommy Comfy, this one she's wearing makeup and non-makeup.
The friend has confirmed this. The friend has confirmed. Mommy Comfy, this is a picture she took 2 months ago in a nightclub. A friend has confirmed to us. So we are not going to be sued for this. Somebody that was with
this the one
nightclub. Yes, this picture she took in the nightclub. A friend has confirmed this picture. You see, don't investigate.
All right. Sister Comfy, this one you're seeing here, she did not do makeup. That's why her face is different. And this other one here, she do makeup and also use filter. And when you use filter and do makeup, your face will be totally different. So people will start doubting the face.
You see, this is the
same person.
This is the thing.
Let me when this video pop up, then Bayo Billion they swang into action. I got them now picture nurse here. I'm only get nurse now. Only get auxiliary now. The moment we did carry out our investigation, the person that is close to her, the Sean, confirmed that nurse Lily. Don't worry, we are getting somewhere with this picture. Just hold on. Queen, please go ahead.
Witnesses' statements corroborated her admittance. Her actions of administering doses of tetanus toxoid, paracetamol, intravenous, and cetrazone injection, which was also administered intravenous on Mohbad at his residence, that's Mohbad's residence, on 12 September 2023, immediately triggered the reactions, including vomiting, goosebumps, and convulsion, that eventually resulted in the singer's death. This criminal liability is further heightened, granted the evidential fact that as an auxiliary nurse, she is not qualified to administer such medications or function as a qualified nurse. She also did this in a non-clinical environment and in a professionally negligent manner that negated standard medical protocols. 2. Mr. Ayobami Sadiq, aka Spending. Sadiq is a friend to Mohbad, who invited the auxiliary nurse to treat the disease. He's been suspected of conspiracy in the death of the singer. His action in inviting a person known to him as an auxiliary nurse to attend to the disease under a non-clinical setting occasioned Mohbad's death. Is being held for conspiracy to commit felony. Ibrahim Oluwatosin Owodoni, aka Prime Boy, is a childhood friend of Mohbad. He attended the show at Ikorodu in Mohbad's company on 10 September 2023. At the end of the show, Mohbad and Ibrahim were engaged in a violent fight, during which Mohbad was injured. The management of the injury subsequently resulted in his death.
Pause. Now you can hear categorically when they said Ibrahim, that's the prime boy, that he was involved in a fight. So what the police carried out in calling 26 people, they could not establish that Mohbad and the partner had a fight. But they can only establish the fact that Mohbad and the prime boy had a fight. Now, if they have investigated, if they have interviewed Spending, are you saying that Spending did not say what he said in the inquest to the police? I want us to be very, very attentive, please. Are we saying that Spending in his report did not tell the police that Wunmi and Mohbad Nija for 2 hours? Are we saying that it is only in the inquest Spending wrote down that statement? Now, if you have said out of the numerous 25 people, 26 people you interviewed, you picked 5. In that 5, Spending was there. So what was Spending's testimony when you interrogate him? Didn't you Spending tell the Nigerian police that Wunmi and Mohbad had a fight over 2 hours? How come the police is now establishing the fight they had in the show and not the fight they had after the show? Why are you protecting the North? Nigerian police. It is a shame to the Lagos State Police. It is a shame to the Commissioner of Police that was promoted in Lagos State. It is a shame to the IPO in charge of this case. After Spending has written a statement that Feyi and Mohbad had a fight when they were going home. You did not in your report mention that. Or you can mention Prime Boy that had.
Alright, what it's doing now is Ask About Me, Mohbad, play right here on 99.9 FM.
Sorry. It was the injection.
And you can ask Prime Boy, you can come out and say, Prime Boy had a fight with Wunmi, but Sheyi can't spend his on inquest, can't spend his on follow-up. What Spending said in the inquest, that these people actually had a fight. over 2 hours. Didn't Spending mention it to the police? So why did the police now skip that side and decided to uphold the unwitnessed, no high witness fight that Primo had with Mohbad? Because when they asked the wife, he said she did not see it. Adura too did not see it. But this person that was with them, which was Spending, said that they had a fight when they were going home. And when they got home, fights continued. And I believe if Spending can say that in the inquest, Spending must have told Nigerian police that. How come Nigerian police deleted that side of Spending?
Your daddy, based on investigation, Spending said everything he said, and even at the deposition, he continued to say the same thing. And those were the words he used based on investigation. Spending said everything he has said at the police station is what he wrote at the deposition, and that is the same thing he has said at the inquest. So why is the police not? Why are they taking that chunk of Spending's out? Why are they taking it out? And Prime Boy, based on investigation, too said that he did not omit anything. What he has said at the inquest, he said the same way exactly at the police station. He said, in fact, he said he wrote the cause or the cause of fight. He said he wrote the cause of fight. What caused the fight? The argument. What caused the fight? He said he wrote it at the station in his statement. So, I mean, you see where we are.
Yo, Daddy, please, can you just check your WhatsApp, please? Let's change the picture. Let's change the picture of the background.
Inspector statements that they have written on their own, not what Spending and Prime Bond delivered at their police station. And it is a different statement entirely.
Why is the nurse not in inquest? If she's the prime suspect, why hasn't she been to inquest to also give a statement?
One of the CTC.
Prime Boy said it that his statement was changed. Prime Boy said when he come out, he said the police changed his statement. That's not the statement he gave, the one the police read. That's not what he told them, that they changed his statement for him. He said it himself.
Yes, Adama is true. He mentioned it, I can recall. Then they know that nurse she's likely to open up if she's being trained. That's why they remove her out from the inquest. And that's why we have not been able to get her address to Saturday. Yes, sir.
Page 21, the list, Baba legal team requested that the list of all the suspects, the one that has been held and police custody in line with the death of Mohbad should be brought. The court should furnish them with the address and bring them to the inquest. As at page 21 of the CTC. Yes, sir, up to today, we never see them for court. That is at page 21. October 25, 2023. The Lord says that we will bring all the people that have been in custody to the inquest. While we await the result of the autopsy and the toxicology. My guy, up to today, we are still looking for address of nurse.
Maybe let's continue. By the time we get to where we'll be able to talk, then we'll call police. All these things, the statement they wrote in the police station is quite different to the summation they finally give to the whole world. Why?
As a suspect, Samson Balogun, aka Sam Larry, is a suspect who was arrested on allegation of being complicit in the death, as well as in relation to the videos that have gone viral about bullying and assault, which is important, we believe, perhaps had any link with his eventual death. He was arrested, he stayed in detention. Abdulaziz Fashola, aka Naramani, was also arrested and is still currently in detention for similar allegations. Other actions that have been undertaken by the special investigation team include exhumation, autopsy, and toxicology tests, which were undertaken on 21st September 2023. The results of the autopsy and the toxicology tests are being awaited. The investigation letters were also dispatched officially to National Drug and Law Enforcement Agency.
Who is calling me?
In the official representation on the allegations raised in one of the disease, about his experience when he was arrested. We also forwarded investigation letters to Nigeria Medical Association, the Pharmacists Council of Nigeria, with a view to getting their expert opinion on the conduct and processes of the principal suspect, the auxiliary nurse, in attending to Mohbad. Letters were also dispatched to the CND, Cornerstone Hospital, Akute, Ogun State, to clarify the role of the hospital in the training of the principal suspects. And from the inquiries, we discovered that she's not just an auxiliary nurse. Currently, she has no job, so she operates from home to attend to anybody. So she's a quack.
Oh, like, are you saying anything?
No, sir.
Our own definition, who is a freelancer. Letters were also dispatched to Nigeria Immigration Service with a view to confirming the travel history.
Wait, please mute.
Of some of the suspects, particularly.
Anyone calling me?
Yeah, somebody wants to say something. Madam Kofi wants to say something. Please mute. Hold on a little bit.
Okay.
I was not calling you. Feyi that the police pronounced as the principal suspect. How come is it that today there's nothing like Feyi in the film? How come did they remove Feyi part? Feyi that was pronounced as the principal suspect. How come is it that they're now hiding Feyi? I don't understand.
That's the puzzle we are trying to solve. Because if she's the principal suspect, she should be the first person to be in Corona inquest to give her side of the story. But today, 9 months, we haven't heard nothing.
Everybody, let me tell you why they've not shown, they've not brought Feyi to court. You see, Feyi is their last joker. Feyi is one of the people that can put Wunmi behind bars. So they are trying to show their muzzle for Feyi that don't worry. We told you that nothing will happen. What we have told you is what you will say. Just wait. We'll tell you when and what you will say when you come. So they are trying to show Feyi that we own this case. Everything has been taken care of. So that's what they are trying to do for Feyi, to put their mind at rest that we will exonerate you from this case, but make sure you play this game as we want. So that's what they are doing. Thank you.
Rangers, you are right. Even from the beginning, even Wunmi hide the nurse. She never like brought out the nurse like to shout and say you are the one that gave my husband injection, and now he has died. Never. Wunmi was just focusing, pointing fingers at you have killed, Adama. You have died the nigger, pointing fingers at the Sam Larry, Naramali and others. She was totally trying to remove the nurse.
Do you know why we knew about the nurse? It was when Mohbad was exhumed. That was about 12-13 days after Mohbad was exhumed. An investigation, preliminary report came out that we knew there was a nurse. In all submissions Wunmi did, even Ambassador Lamala, she never mentioned there was a nurse. When Mohbad was buried on the 17th of September, Ambassador Lamala keeps saying NDLEA. When they came to visit Bully and NDLEA, when the toy sex man came to visit Ambassador Lamala and gave them envelope, in that video, that was on the 18th or 19th of September. In that video, Ambassador Lamala was still saying Naramali Samlari NDLEA. How many times has she tricked the
only Baba that mentioned the nurse when he was.
It was only Baba that said that. Baba said it in Yoruba.
They told him a nurse injected Mohbad.
Injected him.
Yes.
It was only Baba that said it in Yoruba.
That mentioned that nurse part.
And nobody took that into cognizance. We didn't take that to cognizance because Baba was just pronouncing his own in Yoruba and was just in one corner of the room. But Ambassador Lamala and Wunmi pronunciation was so loud, and we never thought about it because we were looking at the fact that he was bullied to death. You understand?
Yes.
Go on.
You see the major issue there. They've already had series of scripts. It was when all those interviews that Prime Boy, they wanted to put everything on Prime Boy's head. It was the interview that Prime Boy granted that made them to like shift the whole thing. You know, the nurse was arrested officially the way other people were arrested, but they now later look at it that they can use the nurse as a joker. When Prime Boy already granted some, interview, and they know that he still has some things to say. That was why eventually they are now still trying to hide the nurse because of the joker they have. If not for Baba Mohbad, and Wunmi already told Baba that he collected injection from the nurse, and that was how he died. If not because of that statement, we wouldn't have known what they intend to do.
And let's not forget, the nurse mother came out, was shouting that
they changed after this one. Don't worry yourself. Let's finish with this. We'll definitely
okay, let's finish with that one.
Yeah.
Investigation was extended also to CMD Kuramed Hospital and the CMD Perez Hospital, where the lead singer was taken to as brought in there. Statements were recorded from them and their staff. Crime scene visits. Detectives have also visited the residence of the deceased at Lekki. The intention was to review the CCTV footage in the house. Unfortunately, the CCTV was out of order. It's not functional even before this incident. However, the visits led to the recovery of remnants of drugs and injections and other
Please pause. It was just a visit. The police went to the house on just a visit to the residency, not to conduct an investigation. The police went on a visit. Is that not what they said, sir? Mr. Tidade?
I can rewind it back.
Rewind it a little bit, man.
Okay.
Actually, Naramali and Sam Larry. Investigation was extended also to CMD Kuramed Hospital and the CMD Perez Hospital, where the lead singer was taken to as brought in there. Statements were recorded from them and their staff. Crime scene visits. Detectives have also visited the residence of the deceased.
Thank you.
The intention was to review the CCTV footage in the house.
Hold on. Now, this is what they said. In this world, they confirmed that it was a crime scene, right? Mm-hmm. In their own world, crime scene visits. There is a crime scene investigation. Crime scene forensic investigation. Crime scene visits. They went to visit the crime scene. Like, say they want to go take mineral and coke. When they got there, just to go and check the CCTV, they want to go to crime scene.
They scrolled around and came back.
They strolled around to see the CCTV. So when they were carrying about this crime scene, they went there and they found injection that has been used 9 days ago. In the house, there are 50 people are living. In 4-bedroom apartment, 1 studio. That is Nigerian police for you. But when the legal team, everybody that says Baba legal team is not doing anything here. If I curse you now, let me say this. When Baba legal team,
just curse them.
When Baba legal team was requesting that they move the inquest to the crime scene where Mohbad died, the judicial system says that there are no evidences that place is a crime scene.
That's right.
There are no evidences that where Mohbad died is a crime scene. Baba made an application. Sanshitu Odumosu made an application, 10 pages application. It's not a secret, it's everywhere. May 2023, 2024, that the Mohbad's place should be visited as a crime scene, and that the CMD, the hospital, Kuramed, and the Perez should be visited, and CCTV should be acquired. The magistrate denied that she did not receive that application. She denied it, and she has to take a recess for 35 minutes exactly to go and revisit it. And when she checked the application, it shows that the registry to that magistrate received the application May 3rd, 2024, and as at May 2017, she was lying that she did not receive that application that has been signed by a registry by May 3rd. Now, they had a fight back and forth for 35 minutes. She took another recess to go and take a look, and when she was going to approve it, she was going to approve the application. She said that the police, there is no evidence that place Mohbad died was a crime scene. state that the state choose not to visit and decide not to take an action? Tell me that is my problem. Tell me that's Papa Mohbad's problem.
No, fine.
They choose not to register the house, Orchard House, as a crime scene. They choose not to register it as a crime scene. Nigerian police, when Mohbad died, they choose not to register it as a crime scene. They stroll. When they take a look, imagine Nigerian police take a look to the house. They discovered syringes that has been used 10 days ago. They discovered it just like say they see for streets on a crime scene. You name it a crime scene, but you don't register it as a crime scene.
Dad, can you untie for us here?
I'll continue to sip my wine. Let's go on.
Okay, please, before we go ahead, I want to say something. Olaide, please.
York, can you give me?
Tell it now. It's not York now. Why you say York? I've been muted since. So.
Okay, now police are telling us that the CCTV is not active. When we already saw a lot of things from that house, Iyabo Ojo recently confirmed it that the CCTV is working outside. What makes the inside that there is CCTV outside, there is no CCTV inside, and police is telling us the CCTV is not active? Police, why are you people doing like this? Police are, in fact, I want to say one prayer. Anywhere you people, police, will get to this case, we will all be alive to follow you with this case. Because you are the one causing a lot of problem. You tell us today different thing, and another thing, we continue to see different signs that all what you people arrange is just a parallel arrangement of reports that you people are giving us. Thank you.
But Scãttèr, I've been studying the CTC for a while. And at page 5, when the magistrate Shotubi says that they want to talk about the incident of the report of what happened, on that day, Ajibola ASP was the one that wanted to speak. When he was speaking, he made a little blunder. Go and start from page 5 of that CTC. Anybody that has it, go and start from there. He made a blunder. And do you know what? ASP Yusuf Mohammed stood up and says that I wish to be the one that will submit the report of this investigation. And when ASP Mohammed started his narration of the investigation, the DPP said, and I quote, that the magistrate said that how come I do not have the report of this case on my table? And the DPP says that even them too does not have the report of the police on their own table. So you are coming to inquest, a case as serious as Mohbad's case. You are coming to the inquest that has been established by Lagos State government. You did not brief the DPP that you have made a preliminary investigation. The DPP are supposed to be the one that will recommend and approve which people that will be coming to the inquest. No, na police recommend. Na police recommend who will come to inquest. They're doing that against the DPP. And look at the case at the end of the day. The DPP, ably represented by the director of DPP. Director of DPP, AA George, was the director of DPP. He was sitting down there, listening to them. Director of DPP, AA George, was sitting down listening to that inquest. That ASP Mohammed Yusuf is stating that the house, there was profuse bleeding. And also stated that the driver that took them home slept in the house. The driver that took them home after the injury and the fight slept in that house. And he also said that nurse was called from page 9 all the way to page 330 of the CTC. At every four pages, nothing was mentioned. Nothing was mentioned more than 48 times in the CTC. Let me tell you, DJ Bami mentioned nurse, page 74. DJ Bami mentioned nurse, page 76. Page 78, DJ Bami mentioned nurse. Page 92, last paragraph, nurse was mentioned. That is DJ Bami alone. And DJ Bami has only 22 pages of a testimony. And he has mentioned nurse name more than 8 or 10 times in 22 pages.
And still
yet, and page 21 of the CTC, Honorable me, they have said that the judge should invite all the people that were held in police custody. Oh God, the police had 5 people in custody: Sam Larry, Naira Marley, Prime Boy, Spending, and Nurse. and the judge says that there should be brought to the inquest. That was October 13 when the inquest started. And up to today, we are looking for the nurse information. When you go to the court, no information. When you go to police, no information. When you go to state high court, no information. When you go to this place, no information. You are being about bad.
From tomorrow at the same time, Nigeria police, please produce nurse that injected Mohbad.
And the animal, the non-entity, recon pool, that bail, that raise money, that gallivrates up and down, that raise money for the nurse.
Don't have
does not have address and add a fake picture. Is that not still conspiracy?
No, you may not
raise money on your platform to raise nurse, to bring the nurse. You claim on your own word.
Let's be focused.
Oh my goodness.
Have you finished playing it, Queen?
No, it's left. It's 29 minutes, so we are 18 minutes, so it's just about a couple of minutes to go.
Okay, please continue.
Not functional even before this incident. However, the visits led to the recovery of remnants of drug addictions and other
visits
administered by the ordinary nurse, including 1 tetanus toxoid injection, 3 used syringes, 2 used syringes